earlier, I realized about an hour ago that this was going to be a late stream. But I made it work. Here we are. Let's see if I remember where I was. I got absolutely blasted at the end of last stream. All night long. I don't know about that, Mill, but I actually do have some exciting news. I did not think I was going to be able to stream tomorrow. However, due to several circumstances, one of them being the really nasty snowstorm that's coming, I will be able to stream tomorrow, and I might be able to even make it a nice long stream. So it's Echo's weekend, everybody. Yeah, nasty snowstorm. It's supposed to start out, I think, tomorrow morning with freezing rain, and then it's supposed to switch over to like 5 inches of snow. So I'm not going anywhere. Which makes my decision a lot easier for what I'm going to do. I accidentally walked onto the save point again. What's up, Flant and Milnium? Dave the Fade, Redshifter. You're getting a nasty snowstorm. I mean, the Midwest is kind of getting hit this weekend, I think, so seems to be the theme. So I guess it's about that time of the year. Whether I'm ready for it or not. I never am ready, but them's the breaks. Wonder... I must have been able to get up there. I remember this. Oh, was it just in the wall here? Oh, right here. Yeah. Oh, Mill, you can get sleep. I don't want to be the reason that you miss out on that sleep. There's always VODs. And thanks to Twitch technology, you can insert your chat into the VOD as if you were actually there. I never understood that one. Why did they add that? Now I can just go insert my chat and act like I was there. Just creating a false history. Like, it's one of those I don't even want to test the feature out because I feel like I'm violating some principle of how the stream is supposed to work. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, once you post a message after the stream is over, it still looks like it was there when the stream actually happened. No one would ever know. Stop commenting on my phone. I should just insert that at random points. Dave the Fade. You're not watching this live. Please stop commenting on this VOD. It's messing with my viewers. I dropped a message in last stream's VOD on accident. See, that's the thing, like, do you admit that? Is that something that you tell the streamer? Like, look, I apologize. I have accidentally polluted your VOD. I don't know what's the proper etiquette on that. That's... so many questions. Oh, there was a save point here too, and I didn't hit it when I was here last time. I was so excited to fight the boss. good for world record highlights. The first line is always an accurate prediction of the final time. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But whoever does that, I guess they look like a genius. Okay, let me think about this again. Whoa. Dude, this playthrough is just reminding me of the time I tried to play Skies of Arcadia on Dolphin. And every time you got into a random encounter, there was a chance that the game would crash. And that game, I don't know if you guys ever played Skies of Arcadia. That game is all encounters. That's all that game is. Like 80 hours of encounters. I lost more playtime in that one playthrough than probably every other video game I've played combined. I had a Reddit thread made about me on Cypher's Rockman 2 record. Nice. You get a notification if someone comments in a VOD. I don't know. I have my notifications for Twitch turned off, so... The only notifications I get are when people go live, because I haven't figured out how to turn that off on my phone. I don't ever look at them. I usually just look at my following list to see who's streaming. So we're gonna go that way. Yeah, that was like Skies of Arcadia's thing. It's like they loved giving you a battle every 3 steps. I never realized it as a kid when I played that game, but then when I went back and tried to replay it a couple years ago, I was like, holy crap. Wait for my HP. Can we just talk about for a second, too, on the topic of emulators? Like, the greatest thing that's happened now is that we have these console cartridges that serve basically a better purpose than that. You know, like SD to SNES is a godsend. And if you had told me that such a thing existed when I was a kid, I would have, like, flipped. And now everybody has one, so it's like essential at this point. But between that and like the EverDrives and what else? Your Power Pack. Some pretty nifty devices. Alright, let's try this fight again. This guy did utter destruction to me last night. Oh yeah, the flash cards for DS and 3DS and stuff. I hadn't even thought about those. Oh, that damaged me. Missiles. Is that why it's giving me missiles? I tried to aim and it just stuck me to the ground. feel when lock-on aiming. You know, Call of Duty. Ah! No. Ow. Boss is owning me. Why does it suck me in? Oh, that's its attack. It's like, what the heck is that? Well, good to know this thing's immortal. I got him stuck in this phase. Oh! Oh! You're supposed to get sucked in. I finally damaged the penis. Okay. Sorry, that's what it looked like. I apologize to my sensitive viewers. That was rather rude. But if you look at it, it literally is a ball and penis. I don't know what else to say. Everything I know about this boss is from Millennium. That's the second boss in this game that I have heard that about. So Millennium's playthrough must have been legendary. Oh, that's pretty good Call of Duty right there. Can't see a dang thing. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Sorry, Ethan. I do feel a little bit better about calling it that, knowing that Tonic just walked into my chat and called it the Girth Master. I mean, his words, not mine. Oh, that is a weird attack. Okay. This is no good. Dark Amorphous. Targets gain armor, beam weapon, and regenerative powers when fused to Dark Sphere. Okay, so this is still the same thing, it's just there's two of them. So you're telling me there's going to be a third phase? I mean, they could have designed the boss to look like anything else. I'm just saying. Sometimes you just need to look at it objectively and say, look what I've created. You know? Ow. Oh, this is chaos now. Ah. Chat's moving 100 miles an hour and I can't read it because I'm dying. Where is he? Oh, I fired too early. Oh, crap. I got him. Dang. I feel like locking onto this boss is the wrong way to play. The lock-on doesn't always work. Oh, here we go. Oh lord, what's this? Okay. Ow. I can survive this. Oh, I thought that was it. I'm burning alive. Yes. Second try. I got blown up yesterday at the end of the stream. First try today. Not bad. Wow. My reward is the letter S. We did it. That was actually a really cool boss. There were a lot of mechanics to it. Like, you had to keep the lights on so you wouldn't take damage. It had sort of like the what is that boss's name from Link to the Past? I'm totally blanking. You know the one. It's literally this boss, but in Link to the Past. What the heck is its name? Landmalos, that's the one. I was thinking Moldorm, but I knew that was wrong. I was like, I can't think of the actual name. There we go. Yes. Yes, it's literally that. But then it also, like, figuring out the morph ball thing, that, I don't know why that took me so long, but the idea of, like, I'm supposed to go inside this thing and attack it, like, it never occurred to me until the middle of that fight, so. That was a cool boss. I'm a fan. Even if its design is, somewhat phallic. All right, let me go back. I gotta read all this chat that I missed. Hold on. I feel like I'm missing out by playing the game. Let's see. Bunch of girth jokes. That's to be expected, I suppose. I have to sneeze, but it's not happening. That's the worst feeling. It's like all right here, right in the nose. Reward is the Metroid logo. That's right. Yeah, I would say that was one of the cooler bosses I've fought so far. I like bosses that have multiple mechanics, and this one, like, instead of just having like, oh, this is my one gimmick. And granted, like, each phase is identical, there's just more, but I like that they at least added more, and it's not just the same attack multiple times in a row. You know what I mean? I like when a boss switches things up. The damaging effects of Dark Aether will do less damage to you. Okay. I thought it would be Screw Attack, but I'll take that. So wait, let's see. I mean, I'm still taking damage. It's just, I guess, slower. So that's cool. That's cool. Can't complain. What opened up now? Oh, was this door always open? This is the one that was blocked. Yeah, this is the one that's blocked on both sides. I'm glad there are a lot of Prime 2 fans in here, because that just tells me that it's going to be a good playthrough. When the chat's excited about a game, that's when you know it's good. Yeah, definitely of the bosses that I've fought so far, that one was the most interesting. I mean, the first couple bosses were almost like refreshers, or like, which was kind of nice because I haven't played Prime 1 in a while, so having the refresher course was much needed. Oh, I guess we're going over here. Like hurting herself. That looks painful. don't think I would do that. Now what? Energy transfer complete. Return the energy to its temple on Aether. Okay. So... you're saying I need to get out of here. Looks like it's something I can do. Jams it in! Yes! Either really good or really bad. Speaking of really bad, I was watching Ray, good old Rooster Teeth Ray, Mr. Brown Man himself. I was watching him play, oh god, what is the name of that game? My Horse Adventure or something like, you know what I'm talking about. You've all seen it. It's like the really, like it's like you can just tell it's low budget, like the lowest budget game, and it's on like Xbox and Switch and everything. He's playing that today. And that's the kind of game that's like, even ironically, it's not very fun. I was watching him play it, I'm like, he is suffering through this because he wants the achievements. It's just, if you're gonna play a bad game, it's gotta be like funny bad, right? That just did not look enjoyable. Okay, now... this looks not good. Great. One thing this game is not afraid to do after you beat a boss is attempt to dismantle you before you can get back to the save. I'm gonna make like a tree and get out of here. Oh, this must be like the Dark World's response to me taking the energy. I see. So this is sort of an escape sequence almost. Now let's make it back to the save point. That will be a good start. Echoes is greater than Prime 1 casually. I will say, so far it feels very familiar to Prime 1. I don't know that I have enough information yet to pick between the two, but I appreciate that it feels familiar because I like Prime 1. Okay, now I gotta find the portal, and the portal happens to be... well, you know what? We never did go over there. Trial tunnel? This is confusing me because there's a door here and it looks like I should be able to connect the dots here. Actually, that's the portal to get out. That guy's right on top of me. Okay, okay, don't kill me. We're good. I don't have Spider Ball yet, though. Don't crash on me. I somehow went the wrong way. Alright, this is the part of the game I admit fault at. Cannot read this map. Or I think I can, and then as soon as I leave the map screen, I don't know where I'm going again. Good old Ing Cash 4. Add me on PlayStation Network. In cache 4. Oh, Tonic, I understand. In cache 4, it's the reason for the season. A lot of people think it's, Cyber Friday. But to me, it's in cache 4. What it's all about. Okay, let's try this again. So, there's a blue door on the same wall as the save door. That's the one. That's the one. What's everyone's favorite in cache? No repeats either. No repeats in the chat, please. Pick your favorite, but it can't be the same as someone else's. Oh, Lord. They're really mad at me now. First one, I'm a cache 2 main myself. Okay. Nobody wants in cache 3. Underappreciated in its time. Alright. Today's my first day wearing contacts in almost a year. So, I'm still, like, adjusting to everything, and I keep having to rub my eyes. But my glasses are actually deteriorating. I don't know if I told you guys this story, but I don't know if it's, like, the fact that they're cheap frames or what, but in the process of cleaning my glasses, like, over the last year or so, the plastic part around each of the eyepieces has started to just peel off, and the other day, like, an entire chunk of it just peeled off. So I had to, like, emergency order contacts because my glasses are falling apart. Now I have to readjust to that. Alright, so we just go back to the temple here then. There's going to be another showdown here, isn't there? We're not out of the woods. My favorite part about those space pirate fights is that song accompanies every one of them, and then as soon as you win, the game's just like, all right, back to the. Now do I offer this to the temple? Look, here's the great part about casual gaming. I don't have to pick a favorite. I can just be like, I'm happy to be playing more Prime. We also call this not having an opinion, so I guess there's that, but... Yes. Saw that. That was like a Captain Falcon move right there. Okay, I feel like she's now deriving pleasure from electrocuting herself. She looked like she was winding up for that one. This thing is like cutting her arm off and electrocuting her at the same time. I don't understand. Are the Metroid games linear lore-wise? They actually, I don't believe they are. Nice. That's 1 out of 3. Are the Prime games and the others in the same canon? I believe the answer to that is yes. This temple's energy has been restored. Well, do I get a big cash reward for that or anything? Like, no? You know what's interesting to me about Metroid is, oh, please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it's just occurring to me now, like, the Metroid games don't have currency. Never really thought about that. You think about games like Zelda, you gotta get rupees to buy something at some point. Gamers. Yes. Ammo is the only currency. That's true. You do... That's true. I count that. Alright, well, seeing as how we finished that, I think the next thing that's probably going to happen is we've got to bail on this temple, so... Let's go to the temple grounds. This is kind of an interesting layout. So, I mean, when you're in the temple itself, you're sort of contained to the temple. At least so far, we'll see. But kind of makes it a little less connected. I mean, Metroid Prime does something similar. So to get out of the temple, I need to go that way. I did that already. I don't want to rush this just yet, because I think I haven't seen everything in this room yet. Have I scanned that door before? Brand new content that I... Oh, I can access. Okay. Thought we were going to be stuck. Well, shiver me timbers, I found the map. That feel when 3 of your managers all pop up around your desk and the Space Pirate theme starts playing. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I think that's appropriate. A local man finally gets suit that makes him not melt. Whoa. Okay, look at this content. Oh, there's a couple. Okay, so there's the purple room, the yellow room, the green room, the green room. That's where the upcoming guests are waiting. So right over here, you see we have the green room, but then right next to it we have the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. It's right there. Yeah, that's. Thank you. That's about the quality level joke that late night needs right there. At Jimmy Fallon. If you ever need a day off, I got you, man. that was worth it. Thanks. I appreciate that. I actually thought, when I was in high school, I thought it would be really cool to have a job writing jokes for like late night shows. And if you go back like years on my Twitter timeline, like the majority of my tweets were me just like trying to be funny with these like Tonight Show style one-liners. I still pull those out from time to time, and they're still not that funny, but for some reason I thought the idea of being like a comedy writer like that would be kind of fun. Just trying to be epic with your wordplay. Dude, SNL, yeah, exactly. I remember like watching Mad TV too and thinking I had all these funny ideas for skits and whatnot. But you wanted to play in the band on a comedy show? That'd be pretty cool, like be a part of the Tonight Show band or something, or in this case, The Roots. I remember, like, yeah, growing up, and it's like, Lena would introduce the Tonight Show band or whatever, and they'd all play some song. It was pretty cool. What was everyone's favorite late night show segment? I bet we're gonna get a bunch of people to say headlines. Let's take a look. Everybody liked headlines. There it is. There it is. Jimmy Jazz exposed. Headlines was pretty good though. For some reason, they just never ran out of content for that. It just kept going. I liked Letterman used to do a segment about, it was like fun facts, and it would start off with like legitimate actual fun facts, and then as he kept reading more and more of them, they started to drift into fiction, and then they just started being absurd, and by the end you had no idea like whether what he was saying was actually real or not. And then they even got more meta with it over time, and they would just like randomly insert ads into the middle. So like he'd be in the middle of reading one, and like one of them would just be like an ad for a local plumber or something. I don't know. I love that it's so absurd. It didn't really make much sense, but Talking Mouths, that's good. I liked from Conan back when he was on late night. He used to do the In the Year 3000. That was a good segment. They would like envision the future. This isn't where I wanted to be. Oh, Triumph the Incel Comic Dog, yeah. On Jay Leno's Tonight Show, they used to do Celebrity Jeopardy too, like different from the SNL one. That was pretty good. They were still in the year 2000. Yeah, true. It's true. What is Triumph up to these days? Who knows? Yeah, I think Conan kind of got screwed, to be honest, because I think he would have been a fine Tonight Show host. That whole fiasco was just really weird. It was the whole like Jay Leno can't make up his mind. Like I'm quitting. No, it was like the Brett Favre thing all over again. Like I'm retiring. No, I'm not retiring. I'm retiring. I'm doing Wrangler jeans commercials. I'm unretiring. Yeah. Instead, we get like 1 month of Conan on Tonight Show, and then. Do you remember after that happened to like before he got Conan on TBS? Like in between that period, Conan went on like this self-discovery tour, and he brought Andy with him, and they just did like local shows all around the nation. It was like really interesting. Like Conan was like singing songs and stuff. It was like he was like doing soul searching and trying to figure out like what do I want to do with my life now that this Tonight Show thing is over. Conan wants to show only with third graders. I bet he made them laugh too. I mean, I think he's got the kind of humor that could easily appeal to all ages if he wanted it to. Okay, so I haven't figured out how to go that way yet. The only way I can go is out of here. So let's go out here. I don't really watch much late night television anymore. I used to watch like all the time as a kid. Like as a kid, that was the coolest thing in like high school and stuff. Staying up and watching the Tonight Show or watching the Late Show or whatever. Watching George Lopez Tonight. Daily Show. I remember going through like a phase where I watched that and Colbert. I think I did that for like a year. But again, that's kind of fallen off for me. Like I don't really watch any of that anymore. Oh, Craig Ferguson. Yeah, who can forget Craig Ferguson? Craig Ferguson. After he quit doing his Late Show, he hosted Celebrity Name Game. And I believe that, I don't know if that was the reason he quit, but that was like his next project, right? Like, I'm quitting late night to host Celebrity Name Game, which, as it turns out, is not a bad game show, but interesting career move. Red Green Show. Okay, so this isn't exactly like the same genre, but I'm with you on that. Okay, I need to figure out... Oh yeah, we gotta go up there. Okay. Crash. So, the only thing I can remember about Craig Ferguson's Late Show is he had that, it's not really a dummy, it was like a skeleton that was his announcer guy that he had, you know, like banter with, and he had like a Price is Right contestant tag. Remember what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like the only redeeming feature that I remember of his show. We're gonna go this way. I forget what the name of that skeleton was, though. Celebrity Deathmatch. That's one that I didn't watch very much. Like, I know of it. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty popular. I know, like, a lot of people that watched that with some frequency anyway. I just happened to not be one of them. Yeah, it might have been like... Yeah, I don't know if I just was too young for it or didn't understand the point of it, but I think it would be funnier now. Total Request Live. I did not rush home for that. Oh, I can't go that way. Hey, we are lucky, you know, like, we're still part of the generation that had music on MTV. We got the tail end of that. What is Carson Daly doing now? He's been hosting The Voice for forever. He still hosts his own talk show too, I think, at like 1 in the morning, Last Call. Or did he stop doing that now? I thought Last Call was still going. A telekinetic barrier is present. Ooh. It opened the door, but can't go in. The Luminoff. Okay, leave that alone. They had to retire I Want It That Way because it was for 65 days in a row. They're like, we're tired of this being #1. Okay. Okay, so I need to get over there. To do that, I have to go to the right. My stream is the Modern Talk Show. I mean, all we're doing is just talking about shows, so... Actually, when I first started thinking this is going to really date us now, okay? Because we live in a post-Final Split world, and when I was first thinking about Final Split and like what I wanted it to be, ultimately I got shifted into like around the horn territory, right? But my first thought was like, what if it's like a late night style show? Like, what if I have a desk and I'm just interviewing, like, you know, my next guest got the world record in Super Mario Brothers 2. I thought that would be kind of fun too. Maybe in the future. That's a future project. Bring back the talk show. The virtual CGI. I just like walk out in a suit and just do a monologue. Green screen. I don't know about green screen. So how is this not correct? That brought me up to the big temple, but where is... I forget what the name of the room is that I need to get to. It is... Command Chamber? I wish I would take note of this Path of Honor. Yeah. I do think that, like, doing an interview style with, like, one person interviewing could be fun, though, because I think a lot of the formats we've seen so far, like, whether it's Sunday Sequence Break or Final Split or any of the other podcasts that are out there, a lot of them are doing, like, this kind of 3 or 4 people style. Frame Savers, I think, is it 3 people? I want to say it's 3. Might be wrong on that. The new GDQ one. I did not watch that. I don't know where to go. I do remember I didn't get this because I died after I picked this one up, so this should still be here. Yeah. Dude, okay, let's talk about that for a second. This is interesting to me too. So this idea of like, I'm not with it anymore, and that's kind of scary. Today, I was having a conversation at work, and somebody brought up the point that in high schools now, there's a form of bullying relating to Fortnite. And the form of bullying is the players who don't spend money on the game and have the default skin are apparently referred to as no skins. And I'm just thinking, like, isn't this the kind of player we should applaud? Like, why is this person getting bullied? Like, I actually can't believe that's a real thing. I just dabbed IRL. Yes, literally, that's what I was told, that this is actually 100% serious. Like, this is a problem in Minnesota schools, that kids are being bullied because they did not have money spent on Fortnite, so they have the default skin. And, like, counselors are having to help them with this, and it's like an actual bullying problem. And to me, I'm sitting here thinking, like, they're the people that should be applauded. Like, you are the reason that all things are right with the world. You are not spending money on this game for cosmetic reasons. But instead, we're just building this whale culture, right? Like, these are the people who are going to go off and play the gacha games that keep the cell phone industry running. Yeah, honest to God, like, it's 100% true. I'm not making this up just to, like, give you guys a story. This is what I heard, and what I heard, the guy that I heard it from knows a few teachers in a local district, and he was telling me that the teachers are having to basically hear these stories from some kids that they're being bullied because they don't spend money on Fortnite, which is just absurd to me. Like, I don't understand that at all. Alright, I want to try this now. I'm curious. This is not the correct thing to be doing, but now that I have the resistance to the Dark Aether, can I survive in this zone? You'll never be a K-12 student in 2018 learning Fortnite dances, part of the PE dance unit. Yeah, it's true. It's okay, I learned the only one that mattered by watching Scrubs, so... the only one that I care about. So I can actually survive down here now, sort of. This is interesting. They banned Pokemon cards in 3rd grade because kids without holographs were getting picked on? Wow. I mean, I actually believe that that's a thing, too. I mean, it sounds like it's in the same category. I don't remember that happening, but... I remember kids getting ripped off in Pokemon card trades and then crying about it. Like, my sister traded away one of her holographic cards because she just really liked, I think, Charmander. She traded for like a basic Charmander, and then she was like super happy about the trade until somebody told her that she got ripped off, and then she cried. But you had the Charizard as a kid? Nice. 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 Oh, this is just this one room and that's it. Plane of Dark Worship. That is the coolest name ever. Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Plane of Dark Worship. I'd put 4 of those in my deck. Sorry for everything as a kid. Honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. The amount of things that I probably put my parents through for the sake of, like, games or Pokemon cards or whatever. Like, just all this trivial stuff that I was like, please, Mom and Dad, please. Parents have to put up with a lot. Fortunately, I never had to ask my parents to get me a Samsung Galaxy phone for the V-Bucks. But Mom, it comes with 2,000 V-Bucks. Oh, I definitely still have my Pogs. I want to go back to the topic of Pokemon cards for a second. Actually, I'm going to switch slightly. We'll talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, for whatever reason, like as a kid, when I was watching, my dad would watch with me, and he just like, he got super into it, which was like kind of cool, but also weird at the same time. I'm like, why is my dad interested in this? But at the same time, like he was into it. So when I started playing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, my dad did too. And so we would play against each other. And then we had a local card shop, and they hosted a tournament one week. And it was the 2-player format, you know, like the Gate Guardian episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like Yugi and Joey against the Gate Guardian duo. So they had a format that was like that. It was like, it's like two-headed giant, right? My dad and I entered that tournament, and we won. Like a boss. And I remember winning, as part of the prize pack, I got like a holographic Red Eyes Black Dragon and a polymerization card, which I guess at the time was really cool, but had like no practical use. But I just thought that was kind of cool. It's like I won this Yu-Gi-Oh tournament with my dad. Of course, if you asked me to like name a single card right now, I couldn't do it because the game is virtually unrecognizable, but so anime. I'm in tears. That was just cool. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where like you wouldn't expect, I guess, like that kind of relationship with your parent as far as like I can see like if I'm like, Dad, I want to go play catch, right? Like, okay, yeah, let's go play catch. But then for some reason he was just like super into Yu-Gi-Oh. Do I think he did it for Sun and bonding, or was he really just into Yu-Gi-Oh? I think it was a combination of both. Like, I don't know if he would admit that, but I mean, he followed every episode of the anime too. He kept up, man. He was ready for Yugi to beat Pegasus. Yeah, actually, same thing, Redshifter. Prior to like all of the anime, my dad and I would play chess too. I was terrible at chess. And he wasn't afraid to beat me. Now I feel bad for him. Uh-oh. The Torvis sector. I remember when I was in elementary school, I joined chess club one time because some of my friends were in it. And one of them knew the sequence at the start of the game where, like, if the player's not paying attention or they don't know what they're doing, you can win in, like, 7 moves or however, you know, like, whatever the minimum number of moves is. And I remember, like, I just had no idea what I was doing playing chess, and I lost to that, and I cried, and then I never went back to the club. I just felt, like, so devastated by that loss. I couldn't go back. Will he talk to me again? Let's see. Oh, it said press A. Okay. Okay, so we gotta move on to Torvis now. This music sounds like I'm making progress. Ooh, not calling check. That's even worse than not calling Uno. At least when somebody doesn't call Uno, you can bust them and make them draw 4 or 8 or whatever the penalty is. You don't call check, that's just rude. I don't know. Does any of this matter? Temple Transport A. Temple Transport B. I don't know what's what here. Check and Connect 4. I've never heard of that, but that sounds interesting. Wouldn't that basically give away, like, okay. The Connect 4 is a weird game to me because unless you really know what you're doing, and some people do, unless you really know what you're doing, a lot of the wins in that game happen by accident. They really do. It's very easy to see ahead far enough and block things in Connect 4. Okay, that one goes to the wastes. We're looking for the one that goes to... like... Torvis? Torvis. That looks like it might be it. There's a T over there. And that's... I don't know, is T the one I'm looking for? Translator? No, I'm looking for an E. I don't know. We're gonna just explore, I guess. Jenga for HDQ. That's a good game. I think I want to go to that one. I can't get over the calling check in Connect 4. That's really funny to me for some reason. High-yield explosives are effective. Oh, it's yellow, so it's probably a power bomb. Let's see what's down there before I go on. Stress signal terminated. That was a dead-end room back there. Let me go back and get that one first, then. Tetherball. I remember that being on the park playground as well. Although, we didn't spend nearly as much time playing Tetherball. Okay, I've got one here. I can't be the only person that played this as a kid. This is a nationwide game, and nobody realizes it. I'm gonna realize it right now for all of you. Are you ready? At some point in your recess career in elementary school, you and your friends played Who Can Jump Off the Swing the Farthest. I cannot be the only one. Somebody here, please. Yes. The whole point of a swing is to see who can jump off of it the farthest. Yes. Many recesses were spent competing in that. Okay, there are a couple people here. Okay, I'm glad that that's not just like me. I'm like, that can't be me. That's a universal thing. Running between the swings and trying not to get hit. I do remember that as well, actually. A little bit riskier. Okay, wait, I didn't want to go all the way back here. Oh, there was always the risk of, you know, you get really high up there and jump off. Something was bound to go wrong. Oh, broke my wrist doing how far can you jump from the monkey bars? Not good. We used to... this, I don't know if this is like stupidity or just... I think it's stupidity. You know how, like, the playground always has a slide that's like a tube slide that would go down? We used to climb on the outside of the tube slide and jump off of it from the top. Like just asking to get your ankles broken. We weren't the safest people ever. And somehow, even though we were supervised, we never got in trouble for it, so... It speaks to the poor level of supervision, I think. Oh, we had some Foursquare. Foursquare was pretty popular. Red Rover. That's the one where you gotta run through people's arms. Right? Like they form a chain link and then you have to try to bust through somebody. We played that for a while too. Actually, okay, wait. The real game that everybody played in elementary school that, again, can't be the only people that play this. You guys, somebody that you knew in elementary school had a Nerf football and you played 500, Dead or Alive. That's a classic. And the key to 500 Dead or Alive is that when you're the person throwing the football, you just never announce enough points to be replaced. So like if somebody's got 400 points, you can't ever call one that's worth 100. You just find ways to prolong like how long you got to keep throwing. Glow-in-the-dark football in the middle of the night? That sounds interesting. Sounds dangerous. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't more of a reaction to 500 Dead or Alive. I feel like that was a popular game, but maybe not. Monkey in the middle. Yeah, we played that, I think. I think it was about 4th grade, though, is when I got my Game Boy Color, and I distinctly remember me and a good friend used to sit right outside the school at recess and play Link's Awakening instead of actually doing recess-related things. And one day, the supervisor came up to us and took our Game Boys away and said we had to go play. And that was the worst day ever. How dare she? I tried going this way, it didn't work. Gate must be destroyed to advance. Recommend use of high-yield explosives. So I need power bombs to go through here too. Lava monster? You're gonna have to refresh my memory. I don't remember lava monster. I remember the floor is lava. Is that the same thing? Everybody knows the floor is lava. Lava monster. Yeah, I got a Mothman on a BJW. That must mean I'm on track. I just didn't get it right. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know that we ever played that one. We played something similar, and I think it didn't involve a jungle gym, but like one person would start in the center, and then a whole bunch of people would try to run across like the baseball diamond or whatever. And if you got tagged, then you got added to the center. So it was like zombie tag almost. Like you would be safe if you made it all the way across. And then you just like do rounds where you'd go back and forth, and whoever was the last one standing was the winner. You have to have a GDQ gym class, just play all these games again. Buy some dodgeballs. Dude, I think I'm on the right spot, I just don't know what to do. It's time for the hint system. Oh, the hint system's already in play. It's just not telling me anything. How is it not this room? Is there anything on this map I haven't done yet? I thought I found the Torbastor at one point. I just couldn't do anything. That's a green door, that's a purple door. It has to be this. Because I've been over here before, look at that. How did I get there? When you find out where to go, you're going to hate yourself. If it's all the way back up in the main control room, then that sucks, because I thought the one door was blocked off. But that's what I think it's going to be. It's either that or it's this room right here. Oh, I guess technically Phazon is the currency, isn't it? Samus is always trying to get Phazon. I don't have a high explosive, so... I think it's going to be that top center room. It's so confusing. I don't know what it is about 3D, but you add that third dimension and suddenly I can't navigate anything. Okay, so that goes up there. Let's go this way. See if we can figure this out. Yeah, it really is. Well, especially when it's familiar, too. Like here, even though I've been to these rooms multiple times now, they all just sort of blend together, and I don't really know room from room. So, was this door, by any chance, locked because of the cutscene that I had to view first? Is that what that sparkly thing was on the door? Because I was like, what the heck? I thought I was blocked because I didn't have the weapon, so I just gave up on it. After the cutscene I saw it was unlocked? Oh, really? I probably just assumed I couldn't open it. Because I saw the sparkly thing the first time. Power relay's connected. Elevator online. We made it. I apologize for making you wait several minutes before finding this. I'm enjoying this late night edition of the stream, though. I feel like we've had some good conversations here. Talked about talk shows. Talked about playground games. Can we talk about how Celeste got nominated for Game of the Year alongside a bunch of other crap at the Game Awards? Or should we just leave that one alone? Maybe we should just leave that one alone. That feel win the Game Awards. Over or under 5 F-bombs at this year's Game Awards. Keeping in mind that Aisha Tyler is among the people who are presenting. Hashtag Girlwood. Over. Oh, okay, wait. So that was too low. I lowballed that one. Let's try again. Okay. Over or under... We'll say 12. Over or under 12 F-bombs at the Game Awards. Over. I don't know. I think that's pushing it. I think 12 is pushing it. I think I take the under on 12. The co-op game dude is there? Really? Like, what would he be doing there? His game was terrible. He's not advertising another game he's making, is he? Are they just bringing him back for the meme? I'm very surprised that they would bring him back. Actually, I'm more surprised that EA still published his game after he said all those things about EA. We're definitely getting super missiles here soon. Let's go. Are those next weekend already? Game Awards? It's one of those things where, like, I don't really care what they pick. I have no vested interest in what wins because it's basically a popularity contest to the extreme. But I still watch it anyway. In all seriousness, the video game orchestra that they do is pretty cool. Definitely one of the better parts of that show. Don't crash on me. Wish the Game Awards had an actual name. I don't know. I'm kind of over the, like, what would you call it? The gamies? Like, you know, like there's like the streamies and like all these other award shows that end in Y. It's like when you end your marathon name with THON. You know, like I'm gonna have the Goldathon. The video game. The Keeleys, that's what it should be. There you go. We have a winner. See, part of me feels like the Game Awards are really just to promote the fact that Jeff Keighley is friends with Kojima. It's like yearly reminder that Kojima and I are bros, and you are not. Oh, I'm a god. This feels like I'm supposed to blow it up. Okay, well, I can't do it yet. Oh, I can do this, though. Let me out of here. Roll all the way around on that one. I think I screwed up somehow. Okay. So you gotta do this one first. Oh, shoot. You gotta do all these first. Oh, frick. I think I got it. Not sure I figured that out so much as stumbled into the answer, but... There we go. Oh yeah, on-rails shooting. Tempting thing to do would be to go back and see what's back there. Or to fall down. Nice fail. I did not mean to do that. I thought that was a platform. That's a solid 4 oofs on the oof scale right there. Oh boy, where even was that? Oh. Does it at least respawn so I can try it again? Okay. Dude, I honestly think, based on what I've seen so far in this game, they realized that the morph ball is really fun, and they just added a bunch of morph ball segments. Morph ball is way more enjoyable in 3D. Okay, so I just gotta be careful about how I jump this. I'm gonna have to screw up this time. Uh-oh. Can't believe it's December. No kidding. I think it's just a fact of life that the older you get, the faster the years go. It just feels like a year is such a small amount of time. I never used to think that. I used to think like, oh man, these years are taking forever. You know, like especially when you're in school, it feels like it just never ends. kind of ridiculous. That's honestly, I think that's what like a work week does to you. Because for me, at least, like during the work week, Monday to Friday just sort of happen. Nothing really goes on between Monday and Friday. It's just like I go to work. And maybe that's my fault for not like going out and doing more things, but like it's just sort of this void that you're depositing time into. So before you know it, you've like gone through 5 days of nothing. I wonder if I can actually shoot this again. What does this do? Where's it gonna go? I can make this jump, can I? I was wrong. Metroid Prime 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. Only on Twitch.tv. This looks dangerous. Don't stand in the water. They're gonna zap me. Okay, so we could scan that, but let's go here first. The world warped. You better believe we're reading that lore. Oh, I have so many lore pieces I haven't read yet. What is this? Oh, so many testaments I didn't read. Oh, so these were the testaments of where the keys were located? I see. Interesting. We've been here. That's where I rolled from, right? Go back. Let's scan the door. Don't forget that there's a door there. Thank you for the 14 viewer host, Ramza. Prime games love their wasp nests. Kind of like how Mega Man 11 likes Sniper Joe. way too much. Prime at least tones it down. Like, it's there, but it's not every single screen. Mega Man 11 drinking game is to drink every time you don't see Sniper Joe. Alright, this is the elevator. Is this a secret? No, it's a tree. Okay. Finally, the comfy bog. Oh, it doesn't crash. It wanted to crash. Can I get a bog champ in the chat? Oh, you poisoned me. Of course, I'm going to disappoint all of you because the real strategy to viewer retention is to leave them wanting more. Everyone knows this. Don't do this to me. No. Ooh. Okay. That's a lot of poison. I'm loving it. Energized bridge. Oh. Okay, apparently you can't swim. I didn't actually mind the music in the other sections. Like, I mean, it was not great, but I didn't think it was terrible. Oh. translate. What the heck? It's blocking my shots. Oh, I see that. But how does one get there? I tried. All right. I can't go that way. What the heck? Nice safe room. It's like the Phantom Thieves are taking a break or something. What is this? Oh. Oh. Mysteries of the Bog. I see. Nice.
Recording to logbook.
Useful items from the war. Nice. Big nut. Uh-oh. Hey. It's like a Xenoblade monster or something. Oh, that's not good. He's blocking my shot. Drenchler. Vulnerable to explosive blasts. Ah, my HP. I'm stuck in the water. I'm dead, dude. I didn't get to save. I'm out of here. Thankfully, they didn't lock the door on me. Gonna find the HP farm of the century. Ah, that's the century right there. Cool. That is your intro to the bog. Now I have fully teased you and excited you about the possibility of the next stream. So, if everything goes according to plan, I should be able to stream tomorrow. Can't believe this. I know. Who would do? Why do people? Yeah. So originally I wasn't going to be able to stream tomorrow, but I think I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. And if that's the case, then I might start in the afternoon. Try to do a longer stream. So I will tweet out if anything changes, but that's going to be my plan for now. Play in the afternoon and then probably also in the evening. We'll get some real bogger action. But right now I'm kind of tired and it's bogging me down. So that's it. That's it for now. We'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Have a good one.